2023 collective numerology as well as tarot energy and included the great and the not so great side with remedies too. So watch it till the end. Namaste, I am Neha Goyal, your empowerment coach, tarot reader, numerologist, and DNA astrologer. So if you're somebody who is watching this will be applicable for you as it is applicable for the collective. It's no coincidence that you are here. So therefore, listen till the end. 2023 numerologically adds up to a number 7. So which is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 3. 4 plus 3 adds up to a number 7. The line of numerology that I have seen great results with is Vedic numerology. And as per that, number 7 is the graha or associated with the planet Ketu. Ketu in Western astrology is also known as the south node of the moon. And therefore, the interpretation of the energies that I'm going to do numerologically for 2023 is going to be as per Ketu's energy. Also, certain texts which look at the outer planets, they also look at number 7 as the energy of Neptune. So all in all, I have seen a lot of similarities that number 7 has as far as energy is concerned to the planet Neptune as well. So which is what we will cover now. And once I'm done with this, I will also pick up a card for the collective, which is a challenge that people might face, the central energy as well as guidance as per the tarot cards for the year 2023. So stay tuned till the end. Ketu, as far as astrology is concerned, as well as numerology is concerned, it is associated with the roots, which means the root cause of anything. When it comes to us personally, what that root indicates is number 1, our ancestors, the traditions that we belong to, what our ancestors stand for. I've also seen those people who usually do not use their second name, which is, for example, my name is Neha Goyal, my second name is Goyal. They will get back to the root of probably starting to use that second name also, because they will have this urge of knowing or connecting back to their roots. Now, this could happen positively or in a not so great way. Positively, as in there is this general curiosity where you want to know more about your roots to gain strength, and in not so great way wherein through a remedy you've been told that this is something which will not happen, or you've been feeling lost for a while, you've been feeling visionless for a while. So therefore, a curiosity about yourself will increase, and that curiosity which will increase about yourself will guide you towards connecting to your roots. So for a lot of people who stay away from their city or away from their country, there could be reasons to come back and visit their city and country more regularly as well, because maybe they will feel homesick, or maybe there will be some theme which will be going around wherein their roots will attract them back to their particular city or their particular country. Number 7 is also the energy of creativity. So a lot of our creative juices will be at a high. We would feel that there's a lot of, for those people who have been feeling that emotionally they have been walked out, they don't feel as if they're expressing themselves well, or they should express themselves well. This is going to be an awesome year for you. Why? Because you will have a lot of these opportunities where you can express yourself creatively, because there will be a lot of professionals who will offer something to you in terms of art and therapy healing. So if you're somebody who find that, my suggestion will be to go for it, because as far as the creative side of healing is concerned, through art, through therapy, through music, through also, and when I say music, I specifically mean traditional music, such as maybe sitar or harp, and these kind of music, connect back to it, because that will heal you. You can either, obviously we are stepping into the day and age of information. Saturn also will soon move into Aquarius. Aquarius is the energy of, it is the energy of the net. You see the waves, the sign of Aquarius, which is the wave, that actually is the energy of the internet, the Wi-Fi. And Saturn moving over there means that for a lot of people, the karma, which is what Saturn is, the karma of connecting themselves to the net or offering their guidance through the net will come out. And more there is to offer, more there will be the takers as well. So if you feel that so far you've been looking for something and you haven't been able to find it, probably in the next year, you will find something which you will connect to at a heart level. And why I say heart? Because number seven is also the energy of heart. Number seven people, in fact, often are those people who operate more from the heart than from the mind. So, therefore, it has its pros and cons where it is a huge opportunity to heal your heart chakra as well, to release all that which you have, which is there in the heart chakra, which you haven't been able to express for a while. On the other side, an expansive heart energy, heart chakra energy, when while the lower chakras are not strong, which means that you're not strong at the root chakra or the sacral or the solar plexus chakra or all of these chakras, then an open heart chakra means that you can be taken an advantage of, and there could be a moodiness or and a little sense of cynicism as well. So this is the time to start working on your lower chakras, because a lot of emotional stimulations could be coming in the year 2023. And for those who are rooted, for those who know that this is coming to me for me to learn the lesson, and I know how to handle that storm of a lesson sometime because it becomes tough to handle at times, then it will be fine. Like, of course, it will go through its emotional ups and downs, but still at the end of the day, it will be fine. But for those who don't have a strong foundation, who do not have that rootedness, these people will feel even more visionless, or they will feel even more lost, because of which certain shadow emotions such as anxiety and depressive tendencies might also come up. While that is happening, I must also put out there certain occupations such as psychology and psychiatry. There will be new findings in it, and there will be a lot of psychologists, psychoanalysts, analysts, and psychiatrists who will be coming up. Generally, what I have seen is that when it comes to the year's energy, it has its positive as well as not so great side. While it does have its shadow side also, it is also simultaneously working at a universal level for its solutions too. And for people to get more into these kind of these kind of professions such as psychiatry, psychoanalysis, etc., is a universal way of balancing the energy out for the year 2023. So while these professions will be coming up, certain other professions would be Ayurveda. Ayurveda is also something which is an ancient profession, an ancient way of healing. And not just that, it deals with the roots, it heals through the roots of the herbs. As I said, number seven is to do with the roots. So Ayurveda researches on it, its authenticity will be highlighted even more in the year 2023. And when something gets highlighted, we see the not so great as well as the great side of it. So there will be certain dupers who will come into highlight as well. You will also hear such news that such and such person was a fake in this particular field. However, while that is happening, the other side of new findings and the trustability factor towards Ayurveda, towards using these traditional methods, which in India we call the Dadi Nani ke nuskhe, which means the healing opportunities or the traditional healing herbs which have been passed to us through our grandparents, they will be given a lot more importance in the year 2023, or at least that cycle will begin. A lot of it has already begun, since what we all faced a couple of years back due to the pandemic, but in 2023, it will gain momentum. Now, the other thing which will happen is number seven is also the energy of secrecy, right? So there could be the positive side of it would be that that people will start going within. They will start exploring their own secrets of their personal environment will start coming out. Why? So that they could this time heal it. They could this time tackle with it. And the not so great side of it is that people who cannot handle it, there could be scandals as well. There could be the truth behind the truth of something which we thought was so helpful for us. But actually, there was some other secret which was behind us that might come out, and it might or might not be good for us, or it might or might not be easy for us to accept. But while I'm speaking about secrets, I must also put out there the profession of something like what I do, which is the occult science, such as astrology, numerology, tarot, pranic healing, and these kind of healings, which are alternative healing. These will also, and also the occult healings, these will also gain much more momentum. So if you feel that over 2 to 3 years it has gained momentum, there's a lot more which will happen in terms of services being provided, in terms of courses being out there. If you have been somebody who's been thinking of getting into this profession, then this is the right time. Start learning. All of these occult science, they will bear its fruit in the later years, beginning 2023. More so because if you are here, like if all of you who are here, either on my YouTube channel, you have that kind of intention, you want to get into the details of things, you have this curiosity about why is this happening to me or to the world, or curiosity about what will happen next. So all of you already are engaged in this energy, and it is best to utilize that energy of curiosity in a way wherein it serves us, rather than the other way where we become restless, where we want to know things about what is going to happen in the future, where we feel that we are a slave of happenings rather than trying to become a master of what we might want to see in our future about to happen next. So start making those empowering choices now, so that not just the year 2023, but then after that 2024, with the energy of number 8, which speaks about power, we are already set for that. So give yourself these 1 or 2 years. You would see that while you start strengthening your roots, while you start knowing and being curious about yourself rather than the other person. See, when the energy of curiosity comes in, it is an energy. It can be utilized either way. So either you can be curious about yourself, about the way universe works, curious about how do I help myself, or you can be curious about what's going on in the life of this other person. How do I attract this person towards me? How do I make sure that if I will go abroad and settle over there too? Because what I'm saying is, once you become curious about your base, all of those things, all of these extra things, which I call chitter chatter, you can anyways start aligning yourself to, because at the end of the day, it's about aligning your base energy to that which you want in your life. A lot of us, out of that curiosity, will also become researchers, right? So in Hindi, we call it baat ki khal pe jana, which means to go to the base or to go to the root cause of an issue, which is why I was saying that psychologists, psychiatrists, those people who learn patterns, those kind of people will come up. Psychology, occult science such as astrology, numerology, tarot, import, export, and Ayurveda, and also research, microbiologists, those people who are dealing with researching anything and then finding a solution to it, these kind of professions will do very well, will be doing, or in fact, they will gain momentum in the year of 2023. This is also the year of getting connected to, there could be new researches which might come out in terms of DNA, right? So if we feel that science already knows everything about DNA, well, no, there is still a lot to learn. And in 2023, DNA research will gain more momentum. There will be more findings which will come out as far as DNA is concerned. People would usually see that their premonition, their ability to perceive the future, which we call intuition, will also increase. Now, again, I will go back to the same thing where I say if you've worked on your root chakra, then you will be able to follow your intuition. But if you haven't worked, that is where doubts, etc., will come. That is where you will probably run from pillar to post, asking for a validation of your premonition or your intuition from someone else, which lands me saying that you might be wasting your resources on those things as well. But still, I would say, if in the beginning, if you feel that you need somebody's help, go take it. But however, also definitely work on your roots and your root chakra, your solar plexus, and your sacral chakra, so that you can handle that increased heart chakra energy. Now, what happens is that when the energy shoots up, if it gets blocked over here, one thing which will happen is that there could be chest related issues. Then basically chest and the lower body related issues. So there could be issues in relation to pelvic area, to legs, to hips, to uteruses, These are certain things which you have to be careful about. But if you have been able to channelize your energy well, then whatever energy is coming, it is shooting up and or evenly in your body, wherein you might be able to defer all of these things which I have just spoken about. So don't get worried about it. There's always a solution to a problem. A lot of people will also get very, very interested in knowing about their karmas, knowing about their DNA. I do know that in certain countries, a service is provided where you can track back your DNA as to primordially where you come from. So those kind of services will gain momentum as well. Old temples and old areas of worship, which maybe we don't even know of, might come up more. New places might be found out, or generally they will come up more in news because a lot of people will get curious about it. Archaeology is another such profession which can gain momentum in this period. Movies, kind of movies that you would see more are horror, psycho based, those which deal with the psychology of a person, thrillers, so these which have to do with premonition, intuition. You see the movies of the beyond, the movie of the unseen, those kind of movies you will start seeing even more. Either that, or you will naturally start gravitating more towards it because there will just be a little more interest in knowing about how the brain functions and how can I know more about it so that I can handle it when I go through these ups and downs in life or these emotional highs and lows of life. Women might face everything below the chest, especially the womb, where women hold a lot of emotions. That might come into the forefront. So take care of your womb health. And for that, ensure that all that is those unexpressed emotions, you find a way to express them. I also hold womb healing sessions. Whenever I'm doing that next, I will definitely keep you all informed. There will be a relationship reset. Number 7 is the energy of Ketu. Ketu also means sometimes a past life connections. I know I used to also get very excited listening to past life connection because of the way we have heard of it in the movies. It's not always romantic, neither is it always to stay. In fact, Ketu kind of relationships are those which are here to almost like end our karmas with them, that there was little left. So we feel that strong connection with them. But that strong connection is happening so that we can finish off our karmas with them. So if my suggestion will be that 2023 is a year wherein you should let whoever is coming in come in. Don't get too attached. If they are going, let them go because there's going to be a reset of relationships. Some things need to end. Some karmas need to end. So balance yourself. I do understand that sometimes it gets very tough to not attach yourself to those people with whom you feel that soul connection. That is what Ketu is. That I looked at that person and I knew that I have a connection with that. I understand that how that works. That's the doing of Ketu. That I don't know, something makes me think about that person all the time. I hear you on that. But still, I wouldn't suggest you to get too attached in this particular year to people who come in your life, or even from those who had been in your life in the past and something happens wherein now they have to go, either physically or emotionally, or something happens, a conversation happens where you feel that it's a time out with them. So be ready to take those time out. So certain times it could be in long-term relationships as well, maybe marriages too. I just have to say, don't get too attached. Let that karma pass. It is like a root which is rotting. And if you will continue in that particular scenario and then maybe much later come back and ask that, why is my fruit not coming, or why is my fruit infected? Well, that is because when universe showed you the indication of the roots not being strong, you still kept watering the same plant and you did not uproot it. Most of the times I have seen, it does not feel easy, it does not feel comfortable, and I hear you on that. Which is why I was saying that the universe is giving solutions also, right? So psychologists and therapy and counseling, be open to taking that because one might require it. So certain things such as meditation, Reiki, those traditional ways of healing will also come up, which is a great opportunity for you once again, either to learn or to take it from people, because people will become more open about it. Maybe those people who still now who had their own reasons, they did not believe in it, now they will start believing in it. You might see these themes coming up in entertainment also. In fact, that has already started. If you look at a lot of Indian movies such as maybe Bhool Bhulaiya or Kantara, movies have already started to pick up these themes. It's already started to come up. Rebranding. It's so interesting because I will try and I will put the video that I made on identity, on branding yourself somewhere here. You will be able to see it on YouTube. If not here, then link would be in the description. It is also an opportunity for all of us, if required. Now that we have connected back to our roots, we might not associate ourselves with who we were, and therefore we must be ready to rebrand ourselves. In fact, rebranding as a theme you might see in various other organizations as well. It can work out at both a personal as well as a professional level. So, this is what the energy as per me for 2023 numerologically is going to be. Soon, I will be discussing the remedies with you also. In fact, there's a free masterclass available on my YouTube channel, also on body, karma, and healing for generations. Will be posted in the description. You will get it. The part 3, which has the remedies of that particular free masterclass, is available to anybody who will subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my Instagram handle. Again, the links of that will be in the description box. Remedies of number 7 for the year 2023. One top remedy is listening to music, and specifically the ancient style of music, which in Indian traditions, Indian culture, are the ragas. Have you heard of the ragas? So listen to the rag Yaman. Rag Yaman has the energy of balancing our emotions. It has the energy of balancing our manas, which is the man, which in turn reflects in our emotional sense of decision making, what is called as emotional intelligence in psychology. The second is learning more about how the human behavior works, which we also call human psychology or sociology. There's going to be a lot of information which is going to come up in 2023. So, learning more about psychology, how the brain functions, is not going to be tough for a lot of us. All you have to do is be curious enough, make YouTube your friend, and go and search on it, unless you are wanting to take it up professionally, in which case you can pick up any good renowned professional course. These days there are short as well as long term professional courses as well. The third is Ketu, with it brings in a little energy of restlessness. Also, if you would look at the other graha which is associated with Ketu, which is Neptune, it's a far off planet. From an Earth's point of view, it is one of those outer planets, as we say. So, traveling, which means to go out there, is one of the remedies I have seen working beautifully, not just for 2023 energy, but also generally for number 7 as well. Where will you travel? Travel back to your city where you belong to. Travel back to any place which has an ancient culture, an ancient Vedic tradition, for example. When it comes to India, where you have these really old temples or these really old excavated sites, try and learn more about those ancient cultures as well, even though we all know that full moon and no moon days are very, very important. But specifically for this year's, the full moon and the no moon days they become even more important. If possible, fast on these days and also donate in a temple, or depending upon what your cultural and religious belief is on these days, because these are beautiful days to reset yourself, also align yourself to the moon's energy. Now, the next remedy is that whenever you feel it is time or you require it, be open to seeking therapy. And when I say therapy, I mean professional therapy, which means that if you feel that you need to engage a clinical psychologist or somebody who is trained in the matter, it's best to do that. Next remedy will be, I also spoke a lot about roots. So you can donate the root vegetables to needy people, such as shakargandhi, such as potatoes, carrots, such as radish. You can also, if you're an Indian, if you believe in Hindu religion, you can also donate the same in temples. The other thing is you can also water the roots. Get yourself a green plant such as tulsaji, which is also known as basil. Even pudina is mint. Get that? Nurture its roots. The next thing that you can do is that around your house, find out where is there a root tree, which is known as the bargat tree, banyan tree, and start watering it or start worshipping that tree. This is also the time when you can connect back to the energy of your Kul Devta or Kul Devi or anybody who your ancestors have been traditionally following, traditionally worshipping. If you feel that you don't have a connection with them the way they have told you, then go back and research more on them. Probably there is something which was lost in the tradition, the way it came to you in terms of traditions. So while I'm shuffling the cards, I also wanted you all to be reminded up till 15th of December, the early bird offer on 2023 personal tarot energy read is open. There are three options: month wise, quarter wise, and 4 month wise. Links in the description. So, what is the central energy for 2023? The Three of Cups. Three of Cups, by the way, is a beautiful energy. It's the energy of celebration, it's an energy of bonding, bonding with your friends, also bonding with your internal feminine side, bonding with your internal voice. Three of Cups is also an energy of creativity, of having fun, of really seeing the opulent side of life as well. Three in itself is a number of creation, it's the energy of exploration, it's the energy of creating something new. And this specifically by bonding with your friends, by bonding with your family. Maybe this year is going to be a time where you would feel like connecting back with an old friend wherein you would go out and party together. So a lot of creative burst of energy, and you will get a lot of opportunities to cheer. Like how we take a glass and we say cheers. So it's a good card for the year 2023. Have a look at this. A very joyful card. I see a lot of celebration. I see a lot of opportunities where people will be having food together because I see these fruits, pumpkin, flowers around in the fields. Again, an energy of traveling with your friends as well. A very cheerful energy, the energy of Three of Cups. Okay, now what could be the possible challenge? I have an Ace of Pentacles. Just open the guidance as well. Guidance is Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles being the guidance and Ace of Pentacles being the challenge. What I'm seeing is that okay, so number seven, as I was speaking about, and no coincidence that Seven of Pentacles came here too, a lot of us will feel more spiritually aligned. And certain times that thought might come to us wherein we might want to let go of that earthy energy, of that, energy of groundedness. Because of that thoughtlessness or that want of being with ourselves, want of being more into our research, being more spiritual, there could be a couple of opportunities, specifically that which will be there to strengthen our material side of money gaining. That might happen. We will be busy in exploring our spiritual sides and what happens. And, this goes back to remind us that if we are not grounded, if our roots are not strong enough, then a lot of us can feel spacey as well. Which is why in the guidance I have a Seven of Pentacles, that be patient. Don't completely let go of that side of yours, which is also grounded in the earth energy. Like here, literally, there is a person who's tilling the land. So don't completely let go of that material side of yours. This is often a question that I receive from, or in fact, a problem that I receive from people that I've become too spiritual. I want to leave this. I want to leave that. No, this is also an opportunity for you to balance yourself, probably, which is why the card of connection came in. That don't completely let go of this side, which makes you a human, which makes you somebody who's right here, right now, too. So even though the magician has not come, but magician also is the higher energy of a number three card. So I want to say that become a channel instead of choosing one or the other side. So keep yourself grounded. Then keep yourself spiritual also, which actually connects that all that I said about number 7, that work on your root chakra, keep yourself rooted, only then shoot up. Otherwise, you might say that money has gone, that I don't want to do this job also, which is why that energy of balance also comes into picture. And the angel cards that came out were family as well as play. I see a lot of children, by the way, in these cards. So definitely an opportunity for everybody to work on their inner child, to connect back to their inner playfulness. That is something actually which number 7 does. Sometimes it makes one very, very lost and very, very serious. So therefore, the guidance says that again, connect back with the family. You see, that group energy is coming to me again and again. So don't lose touch with your people and don't lose that playful side of yours. Don't become too serious. Don't become only about one thing. Maybe dedicate days wherein you will concentrate on your spiritual side, on the occult science, on psychology, and all of that. And also, don't try and use all of the information that you have gathered on your friends and family only. See, when you're doing it with a client, it is okay because they're open to it. Get back with your, your inner child, your emotional side as well. In fact, let me read out this card for you. It says, Beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you will return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. So go and watch those horror movies, which are going to come up a lot, to go out and watch movies with friends, to watch comedy shows, such that that inner child also does not get too cornered and too serious in all that which you will now be exposed with. Idea is always to use the energy in a way wherein it serves us rather than in a way where it bogs us down. And do share it with your friends and family too, so that they get a heads up and they're also able to make better decisions in life. Thank you so much for joining in. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.